When it comes to decorating your space and making it all feel really cohesive, it is all about the little details, and that is exactly what we're going to be breaking down in today's video. I'm Carla from Vintage Hip Decor, and today I'm coming to you from my bedroom. This is the first video we're doing from my room, and I want to break down for you exactly what I mean by decorating coming down to the small details. So of course there are huge things that you can do in a space to make a big impact in one project. Like you can buy new furniture, you can paint the walls, you can spend a lot of money, you can redo a whole room all at once. But for a space to really feel fully decorated, it comes down to the little details. And you don't have to be ready to take on a full room renovation or ready to decorate your house. If you look around your home and you're like, man, I wish it felt a little bit more like me. I wish I knew how to decorate. I wish I knew what to do in here to make it prettier. Well, I'm telling you that it's all about the small details, and you can do things now, even in your own ability and with a small budget, to make changes that eventually will add up to your home feeling like it reflects the person who you are. If you want your space to feel more intentionally decorated, look around for small things that you can change out. Decorating is something that can take time. Of course, it's nice when you see HGTV shows or one-room makeovers where they kind of switch up a whole space or a whole house all at once, and now it's beautifully decorated. In reality, for most of us, it doesn't work that way. You kind of work on decorating your space over time and years by switching out little things one at a time. So I'm here to encourage you today to not wait and make excuses like you don't have enough money or you don't know where to start, because I'm telling you to just start with something small. Maybe it's switching out all of the accessories on your bathroom counter, or maybe it's swapping out a throw pillow and buying a new one, or maybe it's just adding some art or swapping out something that you have that maybe isn't your taste anymore, looking for something new and switching it out. Making small changes like this in your home will start to make little corners of your house feel like, oh, that is really cutely decorated because I made that little switch. And then eventually you have a lot of corners and you look around, it's been a year, and it's like, wow, I actually decorated this space through the course of small projects. So in today's video, I'm doing exactly that in my own bedroom. I have two spots in my bedroom that I've kind of been thinking about for a while of switching up. So this week, I finally am taking the plunge and I am swapping out a little gallery wall here in my bedroom. And in the gallery wall's place, I would like to put two framed pictures from my wedding. And then I've also been thinking about restyling the top of my dresser. So I stand at my dresser every day, and that is where I do my makeup and my hair and obviously get dressed for the day. And this space has been kind of cluttered, so I am looking forward to kind of revamping it and switching it up. So just by making these small changes in my bedroom, now instead of thinking like, oh, that top of my dresser is really cluttered and I wish it looked a little cuter, now, since I've done it, I will walk up to my dresser in the mornings and be excited that it looks really cute. So doing small projects like this around your house will eventually add up, and you will look around and you're like, I did it, I decorated my place. So if you are new here, we put out a new YouTube video every 2 weeks. It's usually related to decor and decorating, but sometimes it's about organizing, because keeping an organized home is also kind of important for keeping a nicely decorated home. So that is what we talk about here on our YouTube channel. So if that sounds interesting to you, hit that subscribe button and let's get straight into the video. As I mentioned before, I want to swap out this little gallery wall in the corner of my bedroom. I started by clearing everything out so that I could get a nice fresh start. While we're doing this project, I want to show you my little trick for hanging things up on the wall and being able to play around with the placement before you put any holes in the wall. So what I like to do is try and make a paper cutout that represents each item I want to hang on the wall. That way when I go over to the wall, I can tape them up and play around with the placement. I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to hang them, so I needed to be able to play around with the placement before deciding exactly where the hole should go. So I took my two paper cutouts and tried them in 3 different layouts. I tried them both landscape, and then I tried them both portrait, and then I tried one landscape and one portrait. Once I knew what my layout was going to be and I was ready to hang my frames on the wall, I simply measured from the little hook that the frame was going to be hanging from to the top of the frame, and then took that exact same measurement, which was at about 1.5 inches, and I measured 1.5 inches down from the top of the piece of paper, and that is where I stuck my nail. Once I got my nail hammered into the wall, I could take the piece of paper away and hang my picture. Then I was ready to add some decoration to the little table underneath the frames. And again, I wanted to keep this simple since it was cluttered before. Next, I moved on to restyling the top of my dresser. And the one thing I definitely wanted to change here was the color of this little mirror that I use to put on my makeup every day. I wanted to change it from this mint color to a gold. So I went outside and started spray painting it gold. And then I added a gold metallic gilding wax just to make it a little bit more metallic, because sometimes gold spray paint can look really flat and not actually gold, but this metallic gilding wax really takes it up a notch, so I covered the whole mirror with that. Then I was ready to clear off my dresser and give it a good wipe down and redecorate the top of it with the things that I know I wanted to keep. I started by bringing in this wood tray that I love, and then this little frame that I use to hang my rings. And I also brought in a little plant because I always love bringing in a little bit of greenery. And I brought in my gold mirror, which I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Then one more thing I did was I took the most important beauty products that I needed to be on top of my dresser, and I put them in fancy bottles instead of the branded bottles that they come in. Lastly, I just added 2 items that hold all my jewelry, and now we're ready to start looking at all of the before and afters. So that wraps up these little projects that just add that little bit of touch in these corners of my room. So again, it was about switching out the mentality of looking in a corner and being like, man, I wish that was different, or that it was a little less cluttered or prettier, or I really want to hang something over there, or I really want a new shower curtain. Instead of walking around your house having those subconscious thoughts that you want to change something, try and tackle one thing at a time, and then when you walk past that thing, now it's gonna be like, look at how cute it is, because I took on that little project. I swapped out one thing at a time. You don't have to wait until you feel like you know how to decorate or know what your style is or have a bunch of money or ready to redecorate a whole room. You can be making little changes that add up over time to make your place feel like it was just made special for you. I really hope that you found this video helpful and inspiring, and that it helped you to see your home in a new light. So if you're new here, we put out 2 home decor videos. That's ambitious.